Wanganui community towards being more resilient, localised and self-sufficient, here we have Sustainable Whanganui Trust representing the Wanganui district.
Ngā mihi nui a koutou. In 2006, a passionate and committed group of people came together, realising that sustainability and resilience for our community was becoming increasingly important. The group included an engineer, organic gardeners, a teacher, and interestingly, a regional councillor who later became the mayor. From these first discussions, Sustainable Wanganui has spread its sphere of influence across our community. I'm impressed with what they've achieved, and I'm totally impressed with the passion of the Sustainable Wanganui wider group of volunteers. So it's important that I hand over now to John and to Robin, because they're going to tell you about their work.
There are so many ways in which we and our group of committed volunteers connect with our community. Here are some of our favourites.
A permablitz transforms a back lawn into a veggie garden in a matter of hours. And then we celebrate with a garden party, of course.
We host educational talks on topics like rainwater harvesting and fair trade. There are hands-on practical workshops. Here, Marilyn is demonstrating harakiki, paper making, and Ruth is making fermented foods. We hold movie evenings, heritage seed swaps, and more.
With all this going on, we needed more space. In 2011, Sustainable Wanganui embarked on a rather ambitious campaign, which was to persuade the council they needed to open up a resource recovery centre, so for more than just recycling. Here's all our fabulous ideas on one slide. Happily, all of this found favour with the council when we first went to a meeting to discuss it.
Fortuitously, the council was into creating partnerships for progress, and a perfect central site was identified. It was amazingly an abandoned former Whanganui jail. It was land backed for future settlement, and therefore it offered us the chance to partner with Wanganui iwi and recycle and reuse a whole prison. This slide shows how the council saw the site being developed.
On the left there, just checking security arrangements are still in place for any renegade recyclers. At the top right here, this is a new drive-through for the ordinary recycling. Around the back, there's even more bins for more stuff. We're keeping adding waste streams as we can. Bottom right is one of our new rooms. We have so many to choose from. Nice little cell-type rooms. Right. So, result, we finally got the space we needed to expand. And from our pretty ambitious, oh yes, here we are. Our first pretty ambitious proposal in partnership with iwi, council and the community, August last year saw the site opened. So it was a great day for the whole community and a fuel for us.
The big floods of 2004 and 2006 made us really aware of how quickly communities become vulnerable when they only rely on supermarket deliveries. Our focus on resilience relied and highlighted the importance of re-establishing locally grown, readily available food.
Volunteers started a food group and used creative and fun ways to share knowledge, inspire and actually plant things. And the value of our group's combined wisdom was demonstrated by one child's question, how does an apple grow from a flower?
We've worked with over 62 schools and early childhood centres, encouraging their participation in planting, harvesting and eating. Some schools add more trees themselves. And Tawhera Primary School placed a seat in memory of a teacher. We don't just provide the trees, we return for pruning and aftercare service and support.
Yeah. And a wide variety of trees has been planted in each of these 62 schools, including the Wanganui's famous Monty Surprise apples, and you'd best ask us about that story later. But bottom right shows you're never too young to start gardening.
Locally grown produce has an outlet now at the Wanganui River markets, a great place for social exchange. An alternative way to buy produce is with Wanganui's exchange and barter system, which helps keep the economy local.
On to green bikes. Green Bikes was set up in 2007 with the help of our main man, Jonah, and he's a highly resourceful skip shopper and dumpster diver, so was able to set up the workshop very cheaply, turning out hundreds of donated bikes which have been made roadworthy and now become available to our community at really affordable prices. Green Bikes has always been a strong advocate for all things cycling and has either instigated or supported all our community cycling events.
It was a tall order, but Jonah accomplished this in unique style. Unsurprisingly, 7,000 Masters Games participants and supporters generate a hell of a lot of waste. However, our zero waste volunteers, Hattie and Nelson, diverted over 90% of this from landfill and saved the Masters Games of 2013 a whole lot of money.
And the Wanganui District Council is now introducing a requirement for any public funded event. So when organisers come to us for money, they have to factor in recycling in their applications to council.
Okay, at the Reuse Academy, everything is considered useful. So from bottle caps to chopsticks, coat hangers to cardboard, we take it all in, we sort it. School groups, art groups come in and they are welcome to souvenir as much as they want for a small koha. So here are some of our happy customers. This is a plastic bottle canoe which was actually, rowed downstream from Taumaranui to Pipariki, still available for use if you would like. Okay, the Underground Youth Fashion Show. This is run entirely by local youth and is consistently a sellout multimedia extravaganza.
For the last 2 years, we've sponsored the recycling category, challenging young designers to ponder where is away when people say, throw it away. The 2012 winning design was titled Heaven and Hell.
And yes, there really are lots of little fluffy toy dogs making up this entire outfit on the right. Okay, this list shows we're pretty well connected around our community. We intend to make a lot more connections than that. Of course, it doesn't list our volunteers, who are numerous, and we give grateful thanks to them as we stand here today.
What's in our future? Well, these photographs are about earthquake strengthening to save Wanganui's high percentage of heritage buildings. We luckily have designers and engineers finding inventive ways and other solutions to a New Zealand-wide problem. Sustainable Wanganui will keep growing and harvesting and eating.
And linking with Wanganui status as a Smart 21 intelligent community, we're investigating setting up a bright green smart hub this year. Be assured, Sustainable Wanganui will keep connecting and creating resilience within our community. This slide shows a mural that we commissioned for the Resource Recovery Centre, designed by a local artist, incorporating taonga from our region. Certainly it hopes to weave together our history, our coming together in harmony, and our community's sustainable future.
Sustainable Wanganui, they're all about our community and our environment. And like the river that's woven our lives together, Sustainable Wanganui are weaving their work through our community. We think this is encapsulated by the wakatoki from Whanganui iwi that is increasingly adopted across our wider community. Ko au te awa, ko te awa, ko au. I am the river and the river is me. Kia ora koutou, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.